Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right?
Lucky Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap to Nix. That finds Vele complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play action with Nix. The sideline shot snagged by Sutton. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. They'll throw again. Nix hits him on the out route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short, and you're back.
Touchdown, Denver! Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. To return, here's Paris Campbell. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. Bringing him out to number 1 pick in 2015, a former league leader in passing, it's Jameis Winston.
Probably feels like he owes his guys one after last week, doesn't he? Threw a couple picks, did find the end zone, but his guys around him still found a way to win. Now here's where he's got to be careful, Kate. You can't get it all back at once. Sometimes when they're over-aggressive, it leads to, well, days like last week with a couple interceptions. Got to do your job and just do your job well.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 29. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now, this is a list that hurts a lot more this time of year. They need every one of these guys out there as they fight for a spot in the postseason.
It is all hands on deck the rest of the way, and every guy who's been lost at some point this season, his presence is surely sorely missed out there. Every team's fighting for a playoff spot, Kate. In the same boat at this point, it's a war of attrition. And who's got the ones standing and fighting at the end? They're often the ones who make a postseason run. You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Winston now. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Running right with Chubb. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
That's complete, David Njoku. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Sent down by Cody Barton.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just...
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another run for Williams. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. So we're through 1 as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. 7-3 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Nix from the gun. Brought in by Vele. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Throw left side, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Nix looking to throw. Pass taken in by Sutton. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. The former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Nix. That's complete to Vele. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Nix now to throw. Has it down close. It's a Denver touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Gamble now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Enough to Chubb to start the drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 14. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Winston looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
3rd and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. 3rd and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. Go ahead and call that one incredible. Over 80 yards on the punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. Here's Williams to start the drive. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. The former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Throw complete to Williams. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's gonna run for it. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes again.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Nix off the play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Nix with it on 1st. Completed to Sutton. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Got Williams, and it's complete. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. The former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll throw again. Nix has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points, and that's mission accomplished there.
And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock, but with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in Denver. The hometown fans, yeah, they're feeling good. Their Broncos have the lead. Now we'll send you to our studios in Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. The rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the 2nd half. Campbell now on the return. Return's looking good so far. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Cleveland offense headed out for this first series of the 2nd half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They begin the drive with Chubb. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Winston. Into the hands of Campbell. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Nix from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They go with Williams on the counter. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Straight ahead with Williams. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. 5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. Here's Nix. It's taken in by Williams. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. First field goal was good. His 2nd look from inside of 45 yards. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
To return, Jerome Ford. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for him as they still trail here. Here's Chubb up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Wow, wide open here, complete. That one hits for 30. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like. about that amazing play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And this is down all the way to the 3. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
He just throws this one away. So now, here's third and goal. Winston to throw it. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Carlson's kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And 4th and 4 coming up. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They give inside to Chubb. Oh, what a stiff arm. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Throwing is Winston. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 2nd and 3 now. Winston now. That one complete to Njoku. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Chubb running out of the gun. Into the secondary past the 40. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
They've got first down from the 31. Throwing now, off play action. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Here's Chubb. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. Finding Judy. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Second and 6 coming up here. To throw, here's Winston. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Here's an important kick now for Dustin Hopkins. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. Winston looking to throw. Cut near the goal line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front was...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Browns now trailed by just a point in the fourth. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. On first and 10, here's Nix. Pass taken in by Sutton. Free inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's first and 10 near the red zone. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Here we go,
Now Nix. Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. It's only 2 on the pickup, and it's an interesting call for them now on 4th down. Here comes Will Lutz, a lot riding on this field goal try. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Here's Ford on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Browns getting their offense out there. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Here's Winston to the air. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Williams now on 1st and 10. And this one doesn't go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. They toss to Williams, headed right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Slot man motioned over. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And the Browns will go on offense. Looking to throw it. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot.
And they got there in time. He's taken down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Pushes it toward the sideline, and he has it. Feet are in bounds. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down. Now to throw. Judy there to grab it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. To throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got more. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here he is to throw. On the move, headed right. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They are running from the gun with Chubb. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So it's a win for the Broncos. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.
Yeah, middle, baby.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.